Hi, I'm Miss Jen, and I am the children's art instructor here at the Chesterton Art Center. It's very quiet here right now without our daily children's classes going on. You guys, I miss you so much. I mean, I really miss you guys. I know all your teachers do. I know they do. I miss kids that I haven't seen in a long time, and I miss kids even from before I worked here that I used to teach other places. I hope everybody is well and healthy and happy. And it's been raining a lot, and that makes me think that April showers bring May flowers. So I've come up with this fun, happy flower drawing for you guys, and I thought we could do it together. Also, there's a lot going on this week. Mother's Day, kind of a big deal. So if you need to make a Mother's Day card, this would be a great idea. Teachers Appreciation Week is this week, so at many schools, so maybe you need to send a little note to your teacher. A happy flower could work for that. Cinco de Mayo, and May the 4th be with you for Star Wars fans. I guess, I don't know if you make cards for that. There's a meteor shower. Anyway, a lot going on. I just hope you're all well. So, here's the way that this project goes. Oh, also, if you're an adult, feel free to join in. It starts with a drawing, with a piece of paper and a pencil, like so. Then after that, outlines can be made, for instance, with a blue marker on a blue piece of paper. And then this one's been colored with crayons after that. This one was a white piece of paper. And then the outlines were done with a crayon you might have around your house. Oil pastels, kids in my class use these so much. We love these. Oil pastels and crayons are wax and they resist water, so I filled this one in with the rainbow and watercolors. They'll like dip the paintbrush into the water, into the pan, and put it there. Parents, the wax kind of forms a little pool around there so that they can control it a little bit easier. So it's kind of fun to use watercolors and crayons or oil pastels together. These are white pieces of paper. This has been done in the pencil first and then gone over with an ink. And then my son used, comic book kind of markers, alcohol-based blendable markers that he's all into in his middle school time here. And this one was done with the paper and the ink pen, and then these oil pastels were put in and then smeared in to make shadows and interesting designs. So whatever you use to color and add life to your drawing starts out with a pencil and then, whatever you have at home. So whether you do it with a white paper, colored paper, or fold a piece of paper to make a card, you go get yourself a paper, pencil, and eraser, because let's just assume we're gonna make mistakes. Making mistakes is good. And then we'll get started. Okay, so we've got paper, sharp pencil, eraser. Put my sleeves up. Let's decide here. Here's a little blue piece of paper that's folded. Could be like a card. Blue, I'm gonna put these aside, and I'm gonna start with a white one so that you can see what I do. We're gonna do this portrait style or vertically so that we fill the whole paper. And we're gonna start down here with a rectangle. So measure about 1/3 of the way up, or about a hand up on your paper. And we'll make a rectangle. Now, those of you a little more advanced, you might want to curve like a smile and curve like a smile to give our pot a sense of form and look more three-dimensional. Or you could just do a plain rectangle like this. And sometimes pots come straight down and sometimes they come down at an angle. So right after you get to the edge of this, you're gonna kind of come down. I'm gonna make mine at an angle. You make yours however you like. Does not have to be perfect. We do not want it to come all the way to the bottom of the paper. We want it to stop before and leave some space down here. Then I'm just gonna give it a little smiley face edge. You could do yours more like a rectangle if it's easier. 2 straight lines and a straight line. Now the flower. The flower needs to be nice and big. Our emphasis will be on the face of the flower. Happy flower. On this one, the flower is higher up and the petals don't intersect the pot. And this one, the flower circles to the side and the petals go over the pot. However yours ends up is fine. Remember that when we're going to draw, we want to be able to erase it really easily. So we're going to use a very soft pencil, just sort of make a circular shape. Now it's going to be easy to erase that because I drew very soft. It doesn't have to be perfect. The next step is we're going to section off the flower by putting some straight lines. I'll put one on that side, go right across, and put one on that side. I'll do one on this side, go across the other side, and do another one. I'm dividing up these petals. I don't know how many petals. Just keep adding them until it feels right to you. Maybe yours will be perfectly distant. Maybe they will be imperfect. Some things in nature seem more perfect than others. It's your flower. I'm going to turn the paper because we're never scared to turn the paper. I'm going to start right here at the end and watch. I'm going to make like a rainbow arc curved line from one to the next and stop. And I'm going to turn my paper and do it again. I'm going to be really careful to make sure those pencil lines stop right there in the edges. Turn the paper so that I can reach it better. I'm going to carefully go up and down like a little jumping frog. You might want to put some sound effects like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, boink. I'm going to keep turning that paper because it would be awkward to try to draw sideways from the top down. So I'm going to turn the paper the direction that I want it to go. And it'll make easier work of this. If your petal comes down over the pot, that's okay. We'll just erase the pot that's behind the petal. If it doesn't go over the pot, that's okay too. Okay, I'm still being careful because each of these petals matters. And oh, it seems like a long time. Are we ever going to get to the end? Whew. For some of us, I bet it was a challenge to get from that point to the other point. But we did it. Now, if any part of this overlapped the pot, you erase the pot and the petal because the petal is in front of the pot. The back of your pot, if you want to add a sense of form, has an arced line like that. Sort of like when we did the apples or pumpkins in art class. Just like that. Now, the stem of this flower goes down into the pot, and the flower has a happy face. So when you have a happy face and your cheeks smile and they push your eyes up, 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 you can do whatever kind of lines you want for your happy flower face and make a nice big smile and give her some cheeks. Whatever you do with your flower face would be just fine. Also, what if our flower had a leaf and that leaf was waving hello, hello to you? Maybe you want your flower to have one leaf, or maybe you want your flower to have 2 leaves. That is up to you. But I know that this leaf right here is in front of the edge of this pot, so I'm going to erase that. Now, where the sky meets the ground is called the horizon line. It's also where the wall meets the table is the horizon line. Where the wall meets the floor is the horizon line. So if it was a table, it'd be a nice straight line. And if it was maybe outside, it might have a hill behind it. It's really up to you. I don't know where your flower is, but my horizon line is going to come right across here and stop. I'm going to pick up my pencil to the other side, and I'm going to start again. Oh, it started to get wiggly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to erase that. That's okay. I'm going to try again. Goes all the way to here, go across the other side, and then I go there. Because the horizon line is behind the pot. Now, your flower might be on the ground. It might be on a table, maybe behind your flower's wallpaper. I don't know. It's your decision because it's your flower and you get to choose. Now, it's time to outline our artwork. This one was outlined in blue marker. This one was outlined in green crayon. This one was outlined in a black pen. Find a pen or marker and make sure it's working really well because you want it to work the whole time you're working on your projects. Make sure it's nice and dark marker. It's going to stay that way the whole time. And then let's start to carefully outline our pencils. Either with your crayon or your oil pastel or your pen or your marker. You middle school kids and your high school kids, some of you adults, you can make this as stylized as you like. Some of you might want to decide which way the sun's coming from and add shadows. You might want to add a texture or a pattern. You might want to add some dimension to the face. You might want to use multitudes of materials and put them together. However you decide, you might want to, take oil pastels and put patterns or crayons into the grass on the ground. You might want to write a really special word on the front of the pot, like love or mom or teacher. It's your little flower. Everybody's are going to look different and everyone's are going to look good. Hello. Don't forget to keep turning your page so you can reach very easily. And after this is done, it's harder if it's oil pastel, so be careful, but with markers, you can go around and erase some of those colored pencils, and then you can use whatever you want to color it in, to leave it like it is. It's really up to you. It's your choice, your drawing. Like I said, it could be very stylized. For instance, those of you who have very young kids at home, there is nothing wrong with making the shapes way more basic. Help them see where to put these lines. It's a big jump to connect those for little kids, and so helping them with this part, or doing it in pencil for them to trace it, would be a really great exercise too, and then they can color it in. Those of you that have students preschool, like kids that go to school with Miss Emily, you can work with those little toddlers. And we're happy flower, big smiley face. See, there. I hope everyone's enjoyed this. Down below this whole box, is a section that says comments. I would love it so much if you would ask your parents, or if you're an older kid, snap a picture of what you drew and put it in the comments. Or just write a little note in the comments and say, hi, I'm doing well, and give me a wave. I'd love to hear how you're doing. I'd love to see your drawings. And kids, even if it's not this drawing, but something you've been working at, maybe with your e-learning from your art teachers, or maybe something you've done just on your own. Gosh, I'd just love to see what you've been up to. Thanks so much.